So whenever you look at servlets, servlets are going to be in the server side. They get connected with the server resources, and whatever it has to serve, it serves us. Like generation of PDF file, downloading a file, similarly getting connected to database. So like this servlet is working for us. So servlet is going to be in the server side, whereas HTML page is in the client side. We have interaction with the help of the hypertext transfer protocol. Using form, you are going to send data to server. Server understands data, then after that it's going to be responding. But the servlet is having so many limitations. What are the limitations exactly? First of all, if you want to send some output, every time you need to take print writer. With the help of print writer, you need to write it. Here we have seen print writer out equal to response.get writer followed by HTML tags. With the help of that, we try to do it. Take for example login. In the case of login, go to the login servlet. How we write, see here. We need to write so much like this here. First of all, response.set content type is text oblique HTML, then HTML head, title, servlet. Like this, we need to format it with the help of the println using print writer object. In this manner, you need to make and you need to give it. If it's containing few lines, that is fine. But whenever you have a lot of content, then definitely it becomes very difficult to manage. So in such cases, you can use Java server pages. With the help of Java server pages, you can achieve that easily without any difficulty. You can use Java server pages. With the help of that, you can achieve it. Because these days, we are not developing web applications in the crude manner. This I can say crude manner, very raw this is. So like this, it takes a lot of time, and today's applications demand within no time development of applications. So therefore, if you use JSP, that is going to be much better. JSP, has tags like HTML tags. Along with that, JSP can create automatically servlet code for us. It can create automatically servlet code. With the help of that, comfortably you can do it. HTML is client side, JSP can be server side. JSP can be containing even the HTML tags inside that. You can embed HTML tags inside the JSP also. So JSP can contain both HTML tags as well as server side tags. But whatever server side tags are there, before it is submitted to client, they are removed actually. Only the content which can be submitted to client, that is only going to be shown. So with the help of JSP, you can perform server side operations. It can create automatically for you the required servlets. So entire servlet functionality is encapsulated within the JSP. So JSP is going to be much better when compared with the servlets. Internal definitely servlets. Instead of you write servlets manually like this, with the help of JSP, comfortably you can make it. So
Thanks.
here with the help of the servlets, server side processing we are doing it. So when you talk about web, there can be two things. One is client side, second thing is server side. So client side we handle with the help of the HTML, then with CSS, with JavaScript, and as far as server side is concerned, with the help of Java code, we are going to be achieving. So with Java, you can perform various operations, like it may be generation of PDF file, or it may be fetching data from a text file and downloading it to client, or it may be getting connected to database. So like these various operations, you can perform within the servlets there. So another example is here file upload. Let us look into file upload here. So with the help of this, we are trying to upload a file into server. Using servlet, we are going to do it. Yesterday we have seen, one is what? Registering data, other thing is logging in. So in the case of login, we are getting connected to database. From there we are authenticating. In the case of registration also, we get connected to database, then we are saving data in the database tables. Now with the help of the say file uploading feature here, we are going to upload a file into server. So for that purpose, we require first of all encoding type. Whenever you look at form tag, we require here encoding type, multi-part form data this is. So we require here MIME extensions. It's called as MIME extensions because whenever you normally deal with the web, you are going to send only text data. If you look at the register.html, how it is, we have the form as far as form tag is concerned here. If you go to form, nothing is written here. So just we have form, method equal to post, action equal to register. So this is going to deal with the pure text data only. Now in such case, you cannot upload a file. If you try to upload a file, it will not be uploaded there. Reason, we haven't have any encoding type and we haven't enabled the MIME in this. MIME is basically it's meant for actually multiple types of file handling. You can do it. So with the help of MIME, you can be handling multiple types of input data. So it is going to multi-purpose internet mail extension is called as MIME. Internet multi-purpose internet mail extension, multi-port internet mail extension is called as basically MIME type. So with the help of that, you can send through email different types of files, like JPG file you can send. Similarly, you can send actually some kind of PDF file, some exe file, everything can be sent. One question I ask you, you might have noticed this, whenever you try to send an email using Gmail, you are sending some email. So email with attachment, some email you are sending with attachment. So here, if you attach txt file or PDF file, it gets attached, it can be sent. But when you take an exe file, it does not send. What's the reason? Any idea on that? Whereas with Yahoo, it works properly, but with Gmail, it does not work. Have you noticed any time this one?
Say it again.
See, using Gmail, you can send a text file, you can text a PDF file, attachment. But when you try to send exe file, it does not send it.
Yeah, because this is
They don't like viruses, because viruses.
yeah, because of viruses.
But Yahoo sends it.
Because Yahoo has better security features.
See, Gmail wants to do it very fast. Even Gmail also can send that. Gmail also can send it. Whenever you send a file, what happens basically is it performs here. Here it's called as base 64 encoding. It's called as base 64 encoding. In the case of base 64 encoding, what happens is whatever ASCII characters are there, we convert them into only 64 characters. What are the 64 characters we have? A to Z lowercase, A to Z uppercase, and other thing is here digits 0 to 9. Then one more thing is what here, plus and equal. These are called as total 64 characters. Okay, so whatever ASCII data you have, that can convert into base 64 encoding format. So whenever you take base 64 encoding format, they contain alphabets, lowercase a to z, uppercase a to z, 0 to 9 digits, plus and equal. These are available in the base 64 encoding. This is called as very weak encoding. Easily this can be intercepted, and you can easily understand the encoded characters if you are using base 64 encoding. You have A to Z lowercase, A to Z uppercase, 0 to 9 digits, plus symbol, equal symbol. These are part of the 64 characters. This is called as base 64 encoding. That's the reason if you have 3 bytes, they become 4 bytes in the base 64 encoded. So what happens? File size grows here. Other thing is whatever content you have, you need to convert it to base 64 encoded format. In the client end again, it should be converting back base 64 encoded format to normal format. That's the reason it cannot send exe files. And one more thing, when you take exe file, there can be control characters. I was talking about in the beginning, it can contain control characters. Whenever you talk about ASCII characters, you have characters from 0 to 255. So in the 0 to 255, 0 to 31, they are called as control characters. What exactly control character? Say control D can be a character, control Z can be a character. Similarly, you have the control H, it's nothing but backspace. You have control M, it's nothing but enter key. So all these are called as control characters. They are non-printable characters. Whenever you are working with the Linux operating system or Unix operating system, whenever the program encounters control D, what happens exactly? It is going to terminate it. The stream will be terminated. And similarly, whenever you take control Z, that is in the Windows, whenever it encounters control Z, what happens? It terminates the operation there. Reading of data from stream is going to be terminated. So without converting them into base 64, suppose you send as it is data, what happens? You may lose data in the transmission. Whatever you are sending may not be received by the client. So that's the reason they try to convert into base 64 encoded format. Yahoo does it, Gmail does not. Because of that, what happens? Gmail is a little fast, Yahoo is going to be a little slow. And another thing is what here, if you try to send 3 bytes of data, it becomes 4 bytes in the base 64 encoding. So therefore, it's going to be looking like slow for us. With Yahoo it looks slow, but as far as Gmail is concerned, it's instantly going to send for us. So these are the reasons Gmail does not support here exe file.
But it reads the exe or it doesn't read it?
It reads, but it does not convert into base 64 encoded format.
But if it reads, you know that if for example, you change the exe to, I don't know, change it, like put it exe, just rename
it's not
it.
file extension. If you change file extension, only for us it is. If you change .exe to something, it does not mean that file has been changed totally. Extension is only meant for our understanding, correct?
I mean, if you change the extension, you can rename, you can send it and then change it back.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you can. I tried it.
I tried I think 1-2 times, but it did not work with me. But basically, it's going to be something like that. So here, it cannot send. If it sends actually anywhere, if you have Control D or Control Z, and if it is OS specific, then in that case, the entire file may not be transmitted. It may stop somewhere. And one more thing, what they say, when you take exe file, probably you contain actually binary equivalent. As you said, that may contain some virus. So due to that, it may not be allowing us to send that particular exe data. Normally what it does, it can convert into base 64 encoded format. As far as Yahoo is concerned, Gmail does not do that. And exe files, they can be different formats. Gmail may not be knowing all the formats internally. But whenever you look at the header, as you said, a1.exe, probably by looking at that exe, it may not be sending it. If you convert that into some other format, it may be sending. But whenever you send exe file using Gmail, there is no guarantee that file is going to be delivered to you totally. Getting my point here? Suppose you are sending a file from Windows to a Linux or Unix. So in the Linux or Unix, you are downloading it, or it may be first of all uploading it to Linux server. As soon as it encounters Control D, it may be stopping it. Reason Control D is what exactly? End of the file in the Linux, in the Unix. You mark end of the file with the help of the Control D. So like that, it may not be accepting. This is the reason. So Gmail does not converting the given code into base 64 encoded format, whereas Yahoo is doing that. Because of that, Yahoo can be accepting exe files without any tampering of them. Okay, so here what is happening for us? We take the form method equal to post action equal to register we have written. So whenever we take here, it can accept only text data. This is going to accept only text data. As far as text data is concerned, it is going to be sending now in this, because it's going to be text only. But whenever you come to here, file upload, in the file upload we change it. Form action equal to file uploader, method equal to post. This encoding type is going to be multi-part form data. So it's going to contain different type of data. It can contain text files, it can contain sound, it can be containing binary data, image data, it can be anything. All these are contained in this. So like that, it's saying for us. Encoding type is what here? Multi-part form data. So using this, we can upload a file into server. To upload a file into server, the encoding type must be here multi-part form data. So in such case, it can accept the file there. It's going to accept file in such case. And here, what is the servlet we are using? Form action equal to file uploader, method equal to post, encoding type equal to multi-part form data. So here what we do? We have an input tag. With the help of that, we specify here input name equal to file. You have different types of inputs. Input can be file, it can be text, it can be radio button, it can be drop down list, so it can be checkbox. So like that, we have different types of inputs. We have different types of inputs actually. One of the input type is what here is a file. So with the help of file, we can be uploading a file. So automatically file uploading functionality is available to us in that. As soon as you put here name equal to file, you have a text box there. Besides it, you have a browse button. So using browse, you can access the files from the browser. Normally, browser does not interact with the operating system. It does not interact with the operating system. Limited interaction we have as far as file uploading is concerned here. So it can go to concerned folder. from there it can pick a file. Otherwise, browser does not interact with the OS resources. You have locally so many resources, so with them the browser cannot interact. Reason, browser is going to work in a sandbox. In a safe manner, it's going to be working. So whenever you put here input name equal to file, type equal to file, it can be, creating for us actually a file control. So with the help of that, a file can be uploaded here. We can upload a file with the help of this. You select a file here, when you click on submit, all the file data will be sent to the server. We can send to server whatever file data is there. It can be sent to server. So in the server, whatever data is coming, that we have to handle. We need to handle whatever data is coming from the client in that. So here the file name is what exactly? File upload.html. With the help of that in the browser, we select a file, then we send it to server. So whenever we send to server, it should be a control, or I can say it should be some kind of code that has to handle the sent file. You are sending over the internet the file is going to server. In the server we have to handle. So what exactly we do in that? We try to save into a folder. When you upload a file, it should be getting saved in a particular folder. So that we are going to do in this. Now come to file uploader.java. This is the servlet we have. So the file uploader, we here in fact use some predefined functionality which is available from the package. So the package is going to be in this. We have a package called as here Apache Commons.fileupload. With the help of that, we are going to do it. We have a package called as org.apache.commons. In that file upload is a class. With the help of file upload package, you can do it. There's a package called as file upload. In that one is file item class. Then other thing is disk file item factory class is available. Servlet file upload class. With the help of that, we are trying to achieve it. Here functionality is totally abstracted for us. Just by using few features, we can be doing it. So without much difficulty, we are going to upload. Otherwise, a lot of code you need to write. By writing a lot of code you have to do. So with the help of this package, without any difficulty, you can upload file. So without yourself writing too much code, you can upload file. Because these packages are already available for us from the Commons, that is org.apache. They are giving us this package. With the help of that package, we can do it. Here we have a file upload package. So in that we have file item class. Then in the file upload, another package is available. It's nothing but disk file item factory. One more thing is here servlet file upload. With the help of these classes, now we can be achieving the required functionality. So coming to the file upload here, this is going to be do get method. First of all, here we declare the upload directory. This is the path. So into this folder, we are going to send the files. Private final string upload underscore directory C:/uploads. This is the folder. Into this folder, I need to upload files. Let me see whether directory is existing or not here. Go to this and I go to C drive. In the C drive, whether this is available or not, I check here. So C:/uploads, there should be some folder. There is a folder called uploads. There are two files in this. One is BF, other one is data with numbers. BF is breakfast menu. It's nothing but XML document. In this breakfast information we have here. Similarly, data with numbers, it's another one. Sometime back I uploaded file. So now let us come into this particular file here. So we have a path called as upload directory. This is pointing to C and uploads. In the C drive, we have a folder called uploads. So into that uploads folder, we are going to upload the files. Now here, next thing is we have a do post method. With the help of do post method, we are trying to do it. So first of all, if servlet file upload dot is multi-part content, if it's multi-part content, then only we try to do it. Otherwise, we don't try to do that. If it is actually multi-part content, in such case, the request will be here served. Otherwise, will not serve it. We are first of all finding out whether it is multi-part content or not. If the request is containing multi-part content, in such case, we proceed with that. Otherwise, we don't proceed there. So here we take actually list file item multi-parts equal to new servlet file upload. Here new disk file factory dot parse request. It's going to be parsing the request. It's going to give you the list items in that multi-parts. It's going to give. Then here followed by, with the help of this, what we do here, it is for file item multi-parts. If not, item is form field. If it's not a form field, then in that case, what we do? String name, new file, item.getName. Like this we take, then followed by here, we are getting the name of the file. File.separator plus name we take here, and into this particular directory, we are trying to upload. New file, upload directory, plus file separator, plus name, we are trying to put here. So followed by, we write like this here. Print writer, pw equal to response.getWriter, pw.write file uploaded. So with the help of this, what is happening? It's being written into the specified directory there. So automatically, it's going to do for us. So this we are doing with the help of the predefined package. So the package is exactly what? Here is a predefined package. With the help of that package, we are achieving it. Package name is going to be here, file upload package. With the help of that, automatically, this is getting saved for us. So this is a package available with the Apache CommonOS. With the help of that, we are uploading file. So let us take the file and try to upload. Now go to file upload here. With this, let us try to upload it. Some other file we try to upload.
Professor,
Yes, please.
are you going to show us how to configure and install JBoss?
Yes. I mean, you try to configure it. Is it working with you?
I haven't downloaded it yet.
Okay, you need to download that. Second thing is you need to download even J2EE part. J2EE library also you need to download.
Okay.
If not installed, you need to download J2EE library also. Because J2SE is different, J2EE is different. J2EE you need to download. So you need to download. Once you download, you need to run, open the zip file. Automatically it installs for you. Now let me select some file here, browse, followed by choose here some file name. Some file name I choose from here. I can take some file here, .NET, text 293 bytes in this. Click on open, then followed by give some name here, my .NET file. Like this I'm trying to give something here, followed by click on upload file. When I say upload file, file upload message I'm getting. If I go to the concerned folder, it should be available in that. I go to uploads, here I'm getting now .NET. The file has been uploaded here for us. File has been uploaded. It is now uploaded to the concerned folder. So like this you can be doing the file upload. So file upload we have done here. So from the HTML page, we selected file, we are sending into the concerned folder here. So with the help of the servlet is here file uploader. With the help of that, we could do it. So using the servlet file uploader, we have done. So in this, what we are using, predefined libraries we are using. We are using the predefined file upload control. With the help of that, we could do it without any difficulty, without writing too much code. We are trying to do this. So here we have a class called servlet file upload. Then similarly file item. With the help of that, we are trying to write. These two classes are going to be important. Just try to explore what are these classes. So what are the methods available in this? Try to explore that. I'll give you the package name. You can Google, you can find a lot of information on that. So look into this package first of all, file upload package. Okay, take this and you can find out information related to this package. So in this package, what are available, you can find out. Package. So how to upload file, how to upload multiple files also can be in that. With the help of that, we can be uploading files here. So this is responsible for uploading files. This is predefined library available for us. With the help of that, we can be uploading files. Otherwise, lengthy code you need to write. So these are proven ones already. I mean, experts already they have written. They kept library for us. That library you can use. With the help of that, we can achieve without reinventing wheel. Otherwise, we need to take the incoming file. Then after that, we need to find out length. So you need to read one by one byte. Then what you have to do? That you have to put into some file. So all that code you need to write. So instead of that, tested code you can use. Already code is written for us. That code we are going to use simply. And with the help of that, we can upload file. So this is what basically with the libraries, the advantage is basically with the libraries, this advantage we have. So predefined libraries available, we can just use it. We can focus more on our problem rather than underlying, intricacies, how file is getting saved, how content is coming from the HTML page to server. Instead of thinking too much about that, just you can focus on this and quickly you can give a solution. So the strategy should be two-way. If you want to do some R&D, if you want to understand internal details, so you need to focus on inner fine details, each and everything, how it is working, we need to focus. But if you have to give solution very quickly, then you have to use the existing libraries. Definitely, wherever you work, they don't allow you to do a lot of R&D. They don't allow you to go with the intricacies. They ask you to do existing packages. With the help of packages, if you do quickly, they are going to be really satisfied with you. If you try to do a lot of R&D, they don't like that. Because very quickly, the work should be done. Why not use existing packages, say? Because if you build everything from scratch, it has to be built, it has to be tested, there can be a problem that it may have few errors, so they don't afford all such things. So instead of that, they force you to use existing library. So therefore, if you are going into production environment, in such cases, definitely you have to be working with existing packages rather than you invent everything yourself. But if you are in the R&D, in such cases, you can go with each and every point understanding clearly. Every point you need to understand clearly, then you can proceed. If you want to develop very quickly applications, definitely you have to use existing libraries. So this is going to be normally, because in number of areas I worked actually, few companies they used to encourage me to do with the R&D, and few company people they used to, they never liked my idea of doing R&D. So why you do that time wasting process? So just you can focus on existing libraries with that you work they used to say. So depends on their business perspective. If you have to do very quickly, definitely you have to use existing libraries. If you have plenty of time, if company can afford you to do required research and development, in such cases you can go to inner details of each and everything. You can explore that way. So, but when you do explore clearly everything, you have solid understanding over the subject. But when you work with the packages, you need to be always depending on the package. In some way, if it's not working, then you need to consult the developer of the package only. You cannot do anything in such cases. So here I am using what existing package file upload I am using. With the help of that, trying to do this application. So without difficulty, very quickly we could upload the file into server now. Karan, following this? Hello, Gaurav.
Yes, sir.
This one. This is basically for uploading a file. You are uploading file into server. So into the server, a file has been uploaded here. For that purpose, you use these packages. This is what file upload package. With the help of that, you are trying to do it. Without writing much code, we could do it here. Without too much difficulty, we have done it here. So files have been uploaded into server in this. Now, the reverse process of file uploading is downloading a file. You are uploading a file into server. Similarly, you can download a file from server. For that purpose, we have a code called as downloader.java. We have downloader.java. So with the help of downloader.java, we can be downloading files. We can download a file from the server. So for that purpose, we have a servlet called as downloader. Server name is going to be downloader. Using that servlet, we are going to do this particular thing here. It's a HTTP servlet. Then with help of that, we try to do. Here do get method, in that it's written. Here we have written response dot set content type text oblique HTML. Then print writer out equal to response dot get writer. And file name is here what? dbstuff.txt. One concerned file I am trying to download from this. File name is going to be dbstuff.txt. Then here string file path equal to here users already desktop. Somewhere on this I have a file. I have a file somewhere on the disk. The file name is called as here. So the file name is called as in this. Here the file name is going to be dbstuff. If you look at this, you find here a file called as dbstuff. You have a dbstuff. That file I would like to download now. Would like to download that file. So I kept like this here, first of all, file path. Then response dot set content type is applications slash octet string. Whenever you want to deal with binary data, this is required. Whenever you want to show something as HTML content, you need to use this one. So whenever you want to show something on the screen, you have to show like text oblique HTML. If you want to download any file, binary data like that, you must use application slash octet hyphen string. So with the help of this content type setting, you can be downloading file there. Then here content disposition attachment, file name equal to file name is specified like this. After that, what we do here, response dot write file input stream equal to new file input stream, file path plus file path. So file path is going to be giving you this one. Then here file name is what I have specified that as file name as dbstuff.txt. That's the file name. I give a file like this here. So it is going to be file input stream. This is what file input stream equal to new file input stream file path plus file name. I give like this here. So this is going to give you the entire path. It's giving you here entire path. With that we are getting selected. Then int I here, while I equal to file input stream dot read not equal to -1. As long as there is content here, one by one we are reading byte. Sometime back we have done file reading operation, byte by byte we could read. So instead of that you can adopt some other mechanism also. Buffer full of data at one time only you can read. With the help of that also you can perform. That can be much fast. But here just I am showing example. We are reading byte by byte here. Then that byte we are writing into out.write here. Out.write I. So out is what exactly? This is response.getWriter. So this is going to be sending to server for us. So, sorry, client. To send something to client, we take like this here. Print writer out equal to response.getWriter. With the help of that, we are trying to write here out.write. So once the file reading is completed, whenever you reach end of the file, this operation will be stopped there. File output stream.close, out.close we write. So with the help of this, it comes to end. Now when you run this,
I have a
it will
question.
download file for us. Now go to downloader.java. This I am calling from the file download.html. From here I am going to call this. Here form method equal to get, action equal to downloader. And this is what here input type equal to submit, value equal to download file. When I click on the button, the form will be submitted to server. So from server, it will be now downloading the file. Go to this and try to run this. This is what download file. When I click on this, it says this way. You have to save the file. But when you save file, you can choose a folder. In that folder, it can be saved. Now on the desktop, it is here. I can choose somewhere, some other path. In the desktop itself, I can choose some other path. So the folder, maybe C programs in this, I try to put it. Save. In the C programs, it should be getting downloaded for us. If you go to desktop, it should be in that. Okay, it is C programs here. In this, we should find it. Now I have downloaded file DB stuff. It's coming into DB stuff here. So like this, it has come into this particular thing. This is basically a downloading a file from the server. From server, you could download file. So one is uploading file, other one is downloading file, one is login, one is register. But whenever you calculate, it is going to be definitely, not that comfort. When you use JSP, it's going to be more and more comfortable with us. Yes, please.
When actually you had in the do-get, which have HTTP servlet request and HTTP servlet response, what was the role of HTTP servlet request?
See, request is basically receiving a request from browser. From browser, you are going to make request. The request may be get request or post request, depending on that the two methods they are going to be firing. So one is what do get, other one is do post. As I told you, there are going to be two implicit objects available within the servlet. One is what request object, other one is response object. Request object is responsible for handling the incoming request. From where you get request? From client you are going to get request.
No,
Currently
I
requesting
know. In
some
this
server resources.
particular example, the download file.
Yes,
Yeah, so we don't have request, do we?
we have. Why not? We are requesting here. See, download file. When you click on this, the request is coming. If you go to the download file, you have in this. This is nothing but submit button. This is here submit button. Using submit button, we are calling it. If you look at this here, form method equal to get action equal downloader. This is also request only.
But we didn't use it.
We are using it. Why not? See, if
Yeah,
you
in
go to
the
the
do-get. In the do-get, we didn't use it.
we have in the do get only we have written code. If you come to the downloader.java, in the do get only it is written.
Where?
Yes.
There's no request?
Do get here only with do get only we have written it. So which method has to work there? Do get or do post? Some method should be firing there. So here do get is firing with the help of that we are trying to download. In the do get only it is written here.
So that's what I'm confused because we didn't use request now in our file.
I'm not where we haven't used the request.
We imported like in an argument in the
Yes.
do-get function the request, but we didn't use the request. We just
Not
used the
required
response.
here because we are not using anything from that. Request parameters we are not using here. This is a constant file only. It's only one file, constant file. That file we are downloading. Request when do we require? Whenever you pass any parameters. In the case of parameter tracking, at that time we require request object. So here we are not tracking any parameters, but this is going to be request only. If you don't get any parameters, it does not mean that it's not a request. It's request only. From request we are not retrieving any parameters here. It's going to be request
Okay.
object only. So which is taking the incoming request in fact. So here you are passing two objects, request object, other one is response object. We are not retrieving any parameters from the request object in this because there are no parameters in that. If you look at the download.html, no parameters in this. Where are the parameters? Are we passing any parameters here? No way we are passing. We have only straight away submit. So whenever you submit here, we need to go to downloader. From downloader, a constant file only you try to download. Always you are downloading here dbstuff file only. You are not changing any other file here. Always the file is going to be dbstuff.
Thank you.
So here we are getting always dbstuff. That file only we are trying to download. But you can parameterize this. If you want to parameterize, this can be parameterized. You can get the let me take more files and I try to show you. So instead of taking this file, we may have number of files in the server. So that file you can choose. Let me write that also. So in such case, what form data we need to take with the help of that we have to do it. So more files. Let me one is dbstuff. What are the other files we have here? WCF. Then list. We take the three files in that. TFS. We take actually simple file names we use. WCF lists. One more thing is going to be TFS. These let us try to put. So for that purpose, we go with the download HTML. In this, we require here some kind of file selection. So therefore, what we do here, select. We have a select. With the help of select, we can be doing it. Followed by here it is option. Option selected equal to option we take here. In the option, we can set it. So in the option, we put it /option. Okay. Here try to set this as first of all dbstuff. First option is going to be dbstuff. Second option, try to make it as WCF. WCF we put, then second option we set like this. Okay, third option is going to be for us option. Then here it is going to be next. So what is the option name there? Option name is going to be here. It is going to be say like TFS. Try to put here TFS. slash option. Like this we try to set. This is going to be now part of the input. So try to first of all show the download file. How this looks, let us see. Let me close this here. Now it's showing like this for us. Now click on this, then try to take this. Run as here, run on server. Already server is available for us. Now you can choose from here different types of files. A dbstuff file, WCF or TFS, you can be choosing from that. You can choose file. When you click on the download file, that file should be downloaded for us. So let us stop it from running, then try to modify the code in that. So for that purpose, we need to first of all turn off server, then we need to go into this. From here, we need to get it. And other thing is here, parameter name is required for us. If you go to download.html, here with the select, you need to have an ID here. ID and name equal to, write it as file selector. File selector, we put like this. Name equal to file selector here. Like this, we try to set. File selector, we are taking it, then come to download.java. In this, we need to get the file name there. So always file name equal to, we kept like this here. String file name equal to, we kept dbstuff.txt, but instead of that we put here file name equal to. Now here we can get request dot, write this get parameter. So using get parameter, we can be getting inside this. What parameter we use in this? This is going to be here in the double quotes, we set it. What is the parameter we use here? It is file selector we use. Take the file selector, try to put inside that. We are going to get value of the file selector. With the help of that, try to do. So we are going to select the, we have their file selector. With the help of that, try to do it now. Whatever file we select, that data we have to, that particular file we have to take there. So file selector, and here followed by, I put here plus, then this is here .txt, because that is going to be a text file I want to choose there. I want to choose it as a text file. So choose like this, then try to once again go with the download. Run as here, but before that, see in the output folder we have df data with numbers.net. These we have. Now try to run with this. Now here, these are the files available. Let me take some WCF, say download file. Now what is happening here? Save I put. So here this is what WCF only. I try to save in this, but not in the C programs. I just want to go to desktop. In the C programs itself, I would like to save. Click on save. So here what happened? This time it should be WCF. If you go to C programs, let me refresh. It is not upload, sorry. So it should be in the desktop. C, here it is. Take C programs, in that it should be. C programs. Here WCF is getting downloaded for us. We are downloading the WCF. Similarly, let us try to download some other file. So take the TFS. Right now we don't have any TFS in this. If you look at this, you don't have any TFS. Now this time TFS file should be downloaded to this. So click on the download file here. So save here. It's going to be saving that TFS, which should be available in this folder now. So take the TFS. You got even TFS. See the file size of TFS here. Take properties. It is going to be 532 KB, and we take the original TFS and see in that how much size it is going to be. It's 18 KB, and here if you take TFS, you can take the TFS file here. This is exactly 18 KB on the disk. You can look at these properties. You get here 17.6, or almost it's going to be 18 KB. Like this, we are getting the size here without losing any data. We are getting it. So like this, what we have done, we parameterized here in the downloader.java. We are using now request. With the help of request, we are getting it. So in the download.html, we have taken a select. With the help of select, you can select, from many options, only one option. So whatever option is selected, that file will be getting downloaded here. Understood this point here, Stephen?
Yeah.
Thorough, understood this here? Hello, Thorough?
Yes, sir.
Understood this point here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Gaurav, what about you? The select option I am using with help of select, I am trying to do it. What is select? You have an idea of select?
Where?
The select tag.
Oh yeah.
So this is part of HTML. Using select tag, I am selecting here. There are three options: dbstuff, WCF, TFS. So from the three things, I am selecting one option. As per that, it's downloading.
Yeah, I understand, sir.
Yes. So this is basically, but this is what exactly when you work with servlets, it's going to be really very much tedious. Job is going to be very, very tedious. It's not clean separation of concerns here. The code and HTML, they are getting mixed up. So this is really not the comfortable way of working things actually. So you need to change in such cases the way we develop. So for that purpose, we can use JSP. With the help of Java server pages, we can achieve it. You can have neat functionality in that. You can go with MVC, Model View Controller. So in the case of Model View Controller, you have a model. A model is nothing but a Java bean. You can create a Java bean object that can be working as a model. So it can contain data. It can even validate the data there. Suppose you have to log in. So in the case of login, what you have there exactly? You have a login page. Then you have some servlet, which is going to be actually interacting between the between the bean and the input. Then in the bean you have validation. So normally with the help of the servlet, with the help of the HTML, with the help of bean, you can achieve it. So like that we can go to the MVC architecture, model view controller, that you can achieve with the help of the Java server pages. Using Java server pages, that functionality you can achieve. So in olden days, people used to use this kind of coding. In fact, in the very early days of servlets, people used to depend on the servlet. In this manner they used to do. See, still servlet is actually in the center point. It's core of the web application development. Servlet only serve everything, but directly we don't interact with servlets. Instead of that, we use JSP. So JSP contains all the required servlets. It can create on the fly the required servlets. So with the help of JSP, comfortably you can work. See, the so-called struts, they use servlets. Similarly, they use JSP. If you talk about the other things like Spring, they are using JSP, Java server pages. With the help of that only, they are going to achieve things. Required things they achieve with the help of the JSP only there. So JSP is going to be more and more comfortable than compared with the servlet purely. So internally, they are going to be servlets only again. Even when you talk about JSP, internally they are nothing but servlets. Using servlets only, we are going to do it. Though that is actually JSP, looks like for us JSP page, internally it's going to be servlet. Just 1 minute please. How to question? Please sleep sometime, no problem. Okay. So here, what we use it, CSS, JavaScript, then server-side coding, little bit we use it with the help of the servlets. Now, I introduce one more concept called as jQuery. There is a concept called as jQuery. I try to show you what exactly jQuery is, how to work with the jQuery. jQuery is here a JavaScript library. It is a JavaScript library. So using this library, you can achieve much of the functionality which normally we use. For achieving it, we use the JavaScript. But there is a problem with JavaScript. From browser to browser, you need to change code. It is whatever JavaScript you write from scratch is not going to be browser independent. It is going to be browser dependent. But when you use the jQuery library, it becomes browser independent in fact. If you write for one browser, automatically it works with the rest of the things with the help of the jQuery. We have jQuery, so this is nothing but JavaScript library for DOM manipulation, and for Ajax we use DOM manipulation, and for Ajax we are going to use it. Ajax stands for asynchronous JavaScript and XML. For that purpose we use jQuery is what basically for DOM manipulation and for Ajax. What is exactly DOM? DOM is nothing but document object model. Whenever you look at HTML document, the structure is something like this here. You have HTML, you have body in this. This is nothing but here body. So inside the body, you can be having here elements. Say something like here div you have. So div is going to contain other elements inside this. You put like this. So this is all nothing but a document object model. On the top of this one, you have a body, and within the body, other elements are possible. Other elements you can have there. So body is going to be here, ancestor for it's going to be parent, and div is going to be child for the body. Similarly, when you take div, inside the div there can be other elements. So this is basically DOM. With the help of DOM, you can be manipulating objects. Here, DOM stands for document object model. With the help of the Java jQuery, easily you can manage the DOM there. If you want to hide some elements, you can hide. If you want to show some elements, you can show. If you want to change style for elements, you can change style. So like that, you can be doing it. Normally, to access an element in the JavaScript, you write like this: document dot get element by ID. Take like this. You get element by ID. With the help of this, you get the element there. You put here ID. You are going to put ID. With the help of ID, you can get it. Or it is going to be like document dot get element by name. Use like this here. Element by name. With the help of that, you try to get the control. Element by name. With the help of name, you can be getting it. So like this here, with the help of tag name. So using those things, you are going to get the hold of elements there. But instead of that, you can use jQuery. jQuery is going to be having simple syntax, concise syntax. You can use the jQuery. So whatever manipulation you want to do, you can do there. Basically, DOM manipulation. One more thing is going to be Ajax. Ajax stands for asynchronous JavaScript and XML. You can interact with server asynchronously. So you can interact with server asynchronously. Normally, whenever you want to access any resource from the server, every time you need to submit entire page back to server. So here partial post back you can achieve with the help of the Ajax. Ajax stands for asynchronous JavaScript and XML. So whenever you are in a web page, you want to update some portion of the page. In such cases, you can be getting connected to server. While the page is getting updated, you can work on something else. Asynchronously, you can work with the server in the case of Ajax. Ajax stands for asynchronous JavaScript and XML, with that you do it. So therefore, with the help of jQuery, you have many advantages. First of all, DOM manipulation. Other thing is going to be asynchronous JavaScript and XML you can achieve. And even you can have the validations. Server-side validation you can do with the help of the jQuery comfortably without difficulty. So as far as jQuery is concerned, you can access elements with the help of the dollar there. So dollar document is going to be giving you body. So this can give you body. Similarly, dollar then followed by here, you can use hash followed by here ID. This is for to select an element by ID. By ID you can select. Similarly, you can take dollar, then here you can use dot followed by here you put the class. So this is for with the CSS to select an element based on the CSS. To select an element based on the CSS. By CSS, this is CSS class. Like this, you can be accessing. Similarly, you can use dollar followed by here, you put like this, then followed by it is here tag name. So based on the element, you can be selecting data. So in three ways, you can be selecting data. To select element based on the tag. So these are the different ways of selecting elements here. You can select element, then its content if you want to change, you can change. So within the client side everything. With the client side everything you can change with the help of these jQuery. So jQuery is a predefined library available for us. So that you need to refer in your system with the help of the CDN. CDN stands for Content Delivery Network. With the help of that, you can be referring CDN. So once JavaScript is downloaded in your page, jQuery is downloaded, you can work comfortably with the jQuery. So jQuery is nothing but predefined library, JavaScript library you can use in your pages. These days, for developing web applications, people use jQuery, people use AngularJS. They even use the AngularJS. This is called as AngularJS. This is called as a JavaScript library. It is JavaScript library for MVC, Model View Controller. For that purpose, we have in this two-way binding of data. One more thing is going to be, it is single-page applications. You can develop single-page applications. Other thing is two-way binding of data is possible with the AngularJS. You can achieve that. jQuery is famous for the document object model manipulation, and other thing is for ajaxing. So in the case of AngularJS, you can bind it with the two-way binding of data with the HTML tags or HTML controls. You can use it. Along with that, you can develop actually single-page applications. We don't have too many pages, only one page. In one page only, you put all the required functionality. So that's going to be single-page application. So it's going to use their MVC, Model View Controller Architecture. With the help of that, you achieve it, AngularJS. And one more kind of thing is available. It's called as Knockout.js. It's Knockout.js. This is for the MVVM model. We have an MVVM model. It's called as Model View Model. It's another architecture developed by Microsoft. So in the Knockout.js, we use MVVM model. With the help of that, again, two-way binding of data is possible. Predefined templates are available. So with those templates, you can be binding two-way binding of data. You can have with the help of the MVVM Model View Model. It's again an architecture. So based on that, you can develop web applications. Knockout.js, even this is famous. And one more thing is EXT.js you have. So EXT.js is basically Yahoo-based library, that is. Yahoo-based library. So with the help of that Yahoo-based JavaScript library also, you can make web pages. So all these are basically different types of JavaScript frameworks. We are going to use them in our day-to-day life. In developing web applications, we use all these libraries. So it depends on our choice actually. It depends on architect choice, we choose these things. jQuery we can use, AngularJS we can use, Knockout.js we can use. Then you have Ember. There are so many libraries. Many Backbone we have. Many JavaScript libraries that are coming up. Depending on the requirement, you can use those libraries. Okay. So you need to be knowing about those things, and if required within no time, you have to learn, you have to implement them in your applications. EXT.js is one such JavaScript library. It's basically built for Yahoo user interface. We call it as YUI. jQuery got developed by Microsoft. Then other thing is Google. These two together actually developed the jQuery. AngularJS is totally from the Google. So Knockout.js actually by the Microsoft. So these three libraries most popularly used. jQuery, AngularJS, Knockout.js, these are most widely used. So all these are predefined libraries for the JavaScript. Instead of you writing everything from scratch, you can use it. Even JavaScript is having its own widgets. You have widgets in this JavaScript, jQuery widgets are available. One is called as autocomplete. What is autocomplete? You have an idea of autocomplete? Stephen, you have an idea of autocomplete?
Autocomplete or complete?
No, autocomplete.
I don't know.
Now what I do in this, here I try to type something. When I try to type something here, in this, just try to put this way, jQuery. As soon as I type here, it is giving you some hints. This is called as autocomplete. As soon as you type here, what is happening? You are getting certain things like this. So this is basically autocomplete feature. So here in the W3 schools, you have required information with the jQuery. You can use jQuery from this, you can learn jQuery. So this can be used in fact. Even you can download it from the CDN. CDN is nothing but content delivery network. From CDN, we can use it. Now let me show you how to use a jQuery in this. Now let me make here another page for the jQuery. It's going to be new HTML page. This is HTML with jQuery. Make like this here. Click on next. Then finish. Now I should refer the jQuery. To refer jQuery, I should use here the head tag. In head tag, I should put it. Put like this. Script src equal to googleapis.com ajax libs jQuery 1.11.3 jQuery win.js. This is called as here minified.js. So here jQuery code is obfuscated. Obfuscation basically is encrypting whatever jQuery library you have, that can be encrypted. So the jQuery library is encrypted here. It is called as obfuscation. Even Java class can be obfuscated. Normally what happens when you create a class with Java, it can be reverse engineered. When you reverse engineer, what happens? Whatever source code you have, you can get that. That is basically called as reverse engineering. So from the given class, you can be getting the code back. So that is possible with the Java, because in the Java you have a class called as reflection. With the help of reflection, you can explore the given class. You can explore whatever methods are available in that you can find out. So here therefore, if you obfuscate, no one can see what is inside the code because it's going to be encrypted. It's going to be encrypted. So if you give encrypted library, no one can actually open it. No one tries to find out from that. So here therefore, we have a content CDN link. With the help of CDN link, we can be getting connected to here Google APIs. So with that, we can use the jQuery here. Now let me show you how to write jQuery in this. Now what I do, I go with the style in this. I try to use a style in this. Style here type equal to, this is what text oblique CSS I put here. Then here inside this, I try to define a new style. I want to define style for the paragraph. So for paragraphs, I can be defining certain style here. I put this way. P, I just put here P. For all the paragraphs, I would like to put a style. So this P I use here. I can put here P followed by, in this, I put some background here, background color. Then this is here red. Like this, I can be making it. Then color, I put like this, color followed by, it is black. Like this, you can make it. So now with the help of the jQuery, I should be changing it. The color must be getting changed here. One other thing here, I put P dot, I can specify here some other style. I put here P dot followed by, in this, try to specify something like blue color. Put like this, blue color here. Here I try to specify background color. It's going to be blue here. Then color is going to be here. I put color as white. I just want to put color as white here. Like this, I would like to keep this here. P dot blue color, like this, it is here. Now, I just want to go with the paragraphs in this. P I put here. As soon as I put P, automatically that color is coming for me there. P I am changing. This is paragraph 1. Para 1 I put here. After that, take same thing, then try to put here one more paragraph. Put like this here, para 2. Then similarly, this is here, para 3. Like this I am trying to put here. Para 3 I can put. Now here on the top of this one, I go with a anchor tag here in this. In the body, I can put one anchor tag. Here this is href equal to, I put this as hash. I can put hash here. Then here write, I'm going to write this as id equal to, set this as here, show toggle. This is toggle paragraphs. Toggle paragraphs I put here. After that, here I write show / hide paras. Like this I can be setting it. Show hide paras I am going to write. Now with the help of jQuery, I am going to show it, I am going to hide here. So whenever you come to this jQuery part, it should be in the script tag. We need to put in the script tag in the header part. It's going to be script. Now this is type equal to text oblique JavaScript we need to put here. This we use text oblique JavaScript. Inside this we specify now. Very
Professor,
often
what's a script?
Script is basically for running script. It can be any script. Here I am using the JavaScript code. JavaScript functions I can write with the help of JavaScript functions. Whenever some event is taking place on the controls, in the HTML controls, it is going to be working. The code is going to be working here. Script is basically to define the JavaScript functions. Script type equal to text oblique JavaScript, and inside this I try to write. Script is scripting in the page. Web page scripting we do with the help of the script tag here. Here we write code. The code can be firing with the given page in this. Only client side scripting we put. Here write $, then here it is going to be document dot ready. So as long as document is not totally downloaded, we can't do anything. Here we write like this function, and here inside this whatever code we would like to write, we can write. So once document is loaded, you can do this. As long as document is not loaded, we can't do anything. There is no point also before loading entire document. If you try to perform any operation, there is no point. First we need to download entire document into server, then after into client, then after that we need to work with that. So once everything is downloaded to browser, you can work on that. $document.ready function, and here you write the required code. So we have taken here an anchor tag called as toggle paragraphs. ID is here. ID I have taken as just I put here paras. I cannot have spaces in that. I should write here paras like this. So when I click on paras, it should be getting hidden and it should be shown. That way we need to write the code. So inside this, right here $. This is going to be selector, and inside this hash we put paras. Then here dot. This is going to be click function. We have a click here. Then this is function. Put like this. Inside this function we put. Then try to write code here. At the end of this, we need to close this. We need to close here. Whenever we click on that, first of all let us give here some alert. In the alert, we write here para tag is clicked, para link clicked. We write like this. Para link clicked like this. We are trying to put here. After that, we need to toggle that. Which elements all paras must be toggled there. So go with that. Then write $. Then this is what all paras must be getting toggled there. Therefore, write here toggle like this. You can do with the help of this. If they are shown, they can be hidden. If they are hidden, they can be shown. So like that, it is going to be working. So here all paragraphs must be now, either shown or hidden. So if they are shown, they are going to be hidden. If they are hidden, they are going to be shown. Like that, the page is going to be working with us. Now work with the file name is here. What? Where I have created this. Okay, HTML with jQuery. Here Click on this, then run on server, this one. Showing like this. Click on show hide paras. They're hidden. When you click on this, it keeps paralink clicked and they are shown. So like this, they are going to be toggled here. They can be hidden, they can be shown without sending anything into server. This we can achieve with the help of the jQuery in this. Using jQuery, we can achieve this functionality here. So we use different selectors in this. Selectors can be ID based selector, or they can be class based selector, or they can be element based selector. Here element based selection this is. When I say here P, it's going to be getting selected based on the paragraph element. But here now what I do, I just change it to some kind of style there. I can use some kind of style here, particular style I apply here. Para 2 I have here, I can put here class equal to. Class equal to, I put here, this is what class I have defined, the class I would like to specify here. If I come to write this, the class is going to be blue color, I have in that. With para, that is going to be, I try to put this as here blue color. Blue color, like this I try to specify, automatically blue color is getting applied for that paragraph. Now I want to just only toggle the blue color one. Blue color one I would like to toggle, or else what I do, I can take here one more link. With the help of link I'll try to demonstrate that. So here second anchor tag I use. Try to use br here, break, after that put here, this one is id, b para I put here, followed by in this show hide blue para. Blue para, let us try to do this. So come to b para, with the help of blue para we are trying to make it getting toggled. This time I have used actually a p element. For all paragraphs it's going to work, but this time I want to change in different way. Right, like this here, this is going to be b para, id is here b para. Here it should be class based. What is the class exactly? Blue color, I think. The class is going to be here blue color. Based on the blue color tag, it should be working for us. So here id is b para, this is going to be blue color for us. So use here dot blue color. Like this we can be doing it. This is called as class based selection. This one is what ID based selection, this is class based selection, and this one is here element based selection. All the elements are getting toggled. In this only blue color tags and blue color style paragraphs are going to be getting toggled in this for us. Let us try to render once again.
Professor, could you please send us, mail us this code?
Yes, I sent. Now here blue color is going off and again it's coming on like this. So this way what is happening exactly, the jQuery library is working for us. This is basically called a jQuery. So with the help of jQuery you can be doing such selections here. So in the client side, if you want to achieve some effects, you can be achieving these things. You can achieve in the client side the effects with the help of the, say, jQuery library. If a jQuery library, with the help of that, we can do it. So very first step, this is what you need to, first of all, get connected to jQuery. So to get connected to jQuery library, we require here CDN, Content Delivery Network. From Content Delivery Network, you can download every time. Instead of that, you can download and you can keep in your site, but your site may be slow when compared with the CDN. Because Google sites are going to be quite fast. Google or jQuery or Microsoft, definitely their sites are far superior than ours. Therefore, always you can download from the Google only. From Google you can download, you can keep here jQuery library. So every time you go per a page, this gets downloaded and kept in the browser. As long as page is running, this library is available here. And in this, I am selecting here three different ways. Element based selection, then class based selection. One more thing is going to be what here, ID based selection. When you put hash, this is called as ID based. When you say here dot, that is called as class based selection. Here you have class based selection. Similarly, when you use P, this is only element based selection. So like this, you can be selecting elements. Once you select elements, on that you can perform various operations. So this is basically JavaScript, library jQuery. So in the client side, you can manage things with the help of this. When you want to manage certain things in the client side, in that case you can use jQuery. With the help of jQuery, first thing is DOM manipulation you can do. Second thing is going to be Ajax. Ajax is basically asynchronous JavaScript and XML. With the help of that, you can get connected to a server without loading, without posting back entire page. Partial post back you can achieve with the help of the Ajax. Asynchronous JavaScript and XML, with the help of that, you can do it. So here jQuery is going to be so powerful. With jQuery you can do wonders. In fact, when you make web pages, you can utilize jQuery. With that wonderful web applications you can make. Not only with jQuery, even with the AngularJS also, you can be doing the same thing. Taral, are you following this? So this is the reason I was saying you many times, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, these you have to know very much, because ultimately they only give you the required interface for web pages. Because whatever is happening in the server side, no one sees. People are not going to see much what is happening in the server side. They bother about just actually what is happening in the client side, how they are getting interacted with that. That is going to be very important. Of course, server side we cannot undermine. That's going to be more and more important. But end users normally don't access the server side straight away. So therefore, they may not know much about it. Huh? Okay, one. ఏంటి ఆపరేషన్ అంట
Hello?
Hello.
Why did this sound all of a sudden go away?
I have no idea. Why the sound is gone? I think he muted his
His microphone, yeah.
I think so.
Anyways, I think class is finished. Just let's call it a day.
So yeah, okay.
It was a polite way of saying goodbye.
Good night. Good night, Stephen.
Ciao. Have a great weekend.
You too. I think the trainer has left, I think.
Yeah, probably has left. He has forgotten to just put an end to it.
Now, yeah, I think so.
So, ciao. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow, man. Good night. Hello?
Hello, Gaurav.
Yes, sir.
Yes. There was some problem with the wires and cable problem. So we were rectifying that problem. You understood this year jQuery concept, how jQuery is working?
Uh, Not everything. I mean,
Yes.
I have to look
I
at.
mean, go through Google, then try to understand from Google, sorry, not Google, this W3 schools, how JavaScript is working, how jQuery is working. These are all important actually. In your resume also, I think you have jQuery in number of areas.
Yeah, I have finished JavaScript,
Okay.
but I haven't studied jQuery.
You need to work with jQuery. Start working with jQuery.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Tara,
Yes, sir.
you understood jQuery, then jQuery and you understood JavaScript, how that is working?
Yeah, I know how JavaScript works. I know how HTML works. I know how XML works. But I am learning jQuery right now, so
Yes,
it will take
jQuery is
some time.
important because in your resume, jQuery you have.
Yeah.
Similarly, AngularJS also I introduced, I show you how AngularJS also works. But you need to continuously practice with these things. Otherwise, you
Share this
forget very fast
code.
things.
Sir, can you share this code?
Yes, I'll share. Today I'll share yesterday's code. Only one project. In that only we are trying to give everything. That's better actually. So I share this code with you. But server should be up in your system. Is JBoss running in your system?
Uh, no, sir. I told you I have to still download that.
Yes. Download and configure. Try to make it working. Gaurav, you also try. What is the problem with it? Try to find out, please.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure, sure.
Tomorrow we start working with the JSP, Java server pages, how they are working. So once JSP, we look into JSP, then we work with the this one struts, then we come into Spring. Into that we are going to come.
But have you finished the Hibernate?
Which one?
Hibernate?
Hibernate we need to use with that. Independently we are using Hibernate, but Hibernate we need to use with this here. See, you are registering. In the case of registering, you need to link Hibernate here because that is related to database operations.
Yeah, but I didn't understand Hibernates. I did get JDBC,
Yes.
but I didn't understand Hibernate.
Once again, go through the library. You need to, I mean, further are there in that. In the case of Hibernate, we created mapping files. One is XML configuration file. Other one is actually mapping file. With the help of that, we are doing it. Once again, we discuss on the Hibernate. But meanwhile, get ready with these, with CSS, with JavaScript, with HTML, with servlets, how servlets are made. Try to understand those.
Yeah, definitely, sir.
Because it may be taking little time, but you should understand these things clearly. Once you understand, you can do whatever code you would like to do.
Yeah, yeah. So we have a session tomorrow, right?
Yes, yes, yes. We have session tomorrow.
Okay. Okay. See you tomorrow then.